The woman should be given the benefit of the doubt and not be abused again by the system.
So why do you think women who get raped, so many don't report it? They don't want to get raped again by the system.
It's all about the abuse of power, number one. Number two, women should be believed.
The presumption should be if the woman comes forward, she's likely telling the truth. Unless you can affirmatively give consent, anybody engaged in that behavior is committing a crime.
So much has changed about how the public understands the pressure on women. And I've learned a lot as well, too.
To use your words, should we not start off with the presumption that the essence of what she's talking about is real? She says you sexually assaulted her.
Look, from the very beginning, I've said believing women means taking the woman's claims seriously when she steps forward and then vet it. Look into it. That's true in this case as well. Women have a right to be heard, and the press should rigorously investigate claims they make. I'll always uphold that principle.
The mistake we made early on, we thought that we should conduct a hearing of harassment of a Supreme Court justice. Everybody thought we should conduct it like we would hear it in a courtroom. Guess what? It's a job interview. No one's entitled to be in the Supreme Court. No one's entitled to be in the United States Senate. No one's entitled to hold any public office. They have to make their case.
Given the fact that you have said in the past that if a woman goes under the lights and talks about something like this, we have to consider that the essence of this is real. Is the essence of what she is saying is real? Why do you think she's doing this?
I'm not going to question her motive. I'm not going to get into that at all. I don't know why she's saying this. I don't know why after 27 years, all of a sudden this gets raised. I don't understand it.
Guess what? It's a job interview. No one's entitled to hold any public office.
How do Democrats square standing by Biden, but they're using a comparatively different standard with Kavanaugh when you demanded an investigation on Justice Kavanaugh, when a very similar allegation came out on him?
Well, let me just say, I respect your question, and I don't need a lecture or a speech. Here's the thing. We're here to stand in support of Dr. Christine Blasey Ford and to applaud her courage as she prepares to tell her story. I have complete respect for the whole Me Too movement. I have 4 daughters and 1 son, and there's a lot of excitement around the idea that women will be heard and be listened to. There is also due process. What's happening here has lifetime impacts. The crimes themselves, the allegations that have been made are about offenses that have a lifetime impact, and a person whose name is putting forth for a lifetime service on the Supreme Court. It's just not right.
Sexual assault is not a crime of passion. It is about the abuse of power. And that is precisely why it is one of the most serious allegations anyone who cares to be a public servant can be accused of.
Brett Kavanaugh should not be confirmed to the Supreme Court under any circumstances, whether regardless and independent.
Right. But what
of
about
this?
What about this case? On this case with this anonymous accusation?
Well, I certainly think that one of the aspects of due process is that we have to hear these things out, and he should certainly not be confirmed before this is explored.
Biden, as you know, has been accused by Tara Reade. What is due process in this case? You want a police investigation? What is it you want exactly?
Well, I think a lot of what we can look for is look at the aims that the survivor is asking for, and if anything, it sounds like she simply wants to be heard.
If I'm not mistaken, you have said you will be voting for Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you believe Vice President Biden. I want to compare that to 2018 when you said you believed Dr. Christine Blasey Ford after she accused now Justice Brett Kavanaugh of assault. Why do you believe Biden and not Kavanaugh? Are they not both entitled to the same presumption of innocence regardless of their political views?
As a feminist, I'll say this. We need to give people an opportunity to tell their story. But then we have a duty to vet it. And just because you're a survivor doesn't mean that every claim is equal. It means we give them the ability to make their case, and the other side as well, and then to make a judgment that is informed. I have read a lot about this current allegation. I know Joe Biden, and I've watched his defense, and there's not a pattern that goes into this. And I think that for these reasons, I'm very comfortable that Joe Biden is who he says he is. He's, and you know what? And that's all I'm going to say about it.
The presumption should be if the woman comes forward, she's likely telling the truth.
It should be investigated.
Guess what? It's a job interview. No one's entitled to hold any public office.
The truth matters.